Hey, what's good? It's your boy, Mixtape Moth, and today I'm going to hit y'all with a review of this new Onyx album entitled Onyx for Life. Let's get to it. Alright, so Onyx is a legendary 90s rap group coming out of South Jamaica, Queens, aka South Suicide, Queens. Now, Onyx are pioneers of a specific type of high energy and aggressive New York hip hop. Onyx was instrumental in bringing about a hardcore style of rap that was new and refreshing in 1993 with their bald heads, grimy flows, and lyrical aggression. They were trendsetters in the game. Not only were their first three albums Back the Fuck Up, All We Got Is Us, and Shut 'Em Down highly praised and respected in the streets, but they were also known for their acting roles, specifically Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers. So if you were outside in the 90s, Onyx was definitely popping, although still underground. My favorite album would have to be their 1995 release, All We Got Is Us, but Shut 'Em Down from 98 was fire as well. Their 1995 single, Last Days, had one of my top 10 favorite beats of the 90s. Now, during the 2000s, Onyx didn't release a lot of music, but in 2014, they returned with their album Wake the Fuck Up, produced by the German producer duo Snow Goons. I recall this being one of the best releases of 2014. Since then, Onyx has continued to collaborate with foreign producers, some being Dutch, Russian, and Slovenian. Like it or not, traditional or old school purist hip hop is very big overseas, so Onyx and other 90s rappers have been able to flourish abroad since the 2010s. It just seems as though there is more of an appreciation of the elements of hip hop overseas than there is here in the US. That brings us to this new project, Onyx for Life, which actually came out over a month ago on Bandcamp, but I didn't catch it until this past week when it was released on streaming services. But this project is produced entirely by the Chilean beatmakers Crack Brothers, which consists of DJ Otis and El Bruto CHR. This album contains 13 tracks and lasts approximately 40 minutes in length. But with that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all this track by track breakdown. The first track, The Whole World, is as haunting as most Onyx opening songs are. The production is minimal with an eerie piano loop and the sounds of crackling vinyl. There is this black and white horror movie quality to the beat. Fredro and Sticky issue a whole host of threats, letting you know that they have your whole world in their hands. With a gun, they essentially control your fate. I like Sticky Fingers' softer and chilling delivery here. He states, "Sleep on me, I'll be at your wake." It's a solid opening track for sure. Track 2, All Year, is actually one of their singles. It's an up-tempo boom bap anthem with a chorus that will have you feeling like it's 1995 again. This even features a verse from Mad Lion, who I often associate with that year. I'm not sure what Mad Lion has been up to since the late 90s, but his voice pretty much still sounds the same today. But this is a nostalgic and gritty track with that feel-good anthem flavor that Onyx is known for delivering. The following, Ha Ha Ha, is even grittier with a rough around the edges aesthetic. This features Capadonna and it is a rugged and punchy banger. Capadonna had a solid verse filled with his signature shit talking, but it was Fredro Starr who stood out with his explosive delivery. Where I'm from, we sell crack to minors on the back streets with the black creeps, yeah, the black piranhas. Throw your gats up for Capadonna. He's rapping with that slam dance energy for sure. Sticky Fingers also had a dope line with, "If he fucking with me, know he deserved it. Take ends out like a fucking clean version." Track 4, We Take, is sort of like a stick-up kids anthem. The simple and off-kilter piano loop is pretty ominous. Fredro reminds us that even Jam Master Jay moved hella weight, while Sticky declares that hip-hop was dead, they had to dig me out the floor. The chorus seems to be inspired from Buckshot's classic line, "I break, you take," whatever type of shit the Buckshot make, except here Onyx flips it to say, whatever they make, we take. But it's obvious that they're paying homage to Black Moon on the hook. Right after is the extremely gritty South Side, which features Onyx affiliate and Queens OG Panama PI. This beat sounds so authentically 90s, like it was dusted off of the Onyx vault circa 1995 to 1998. On this record, they are putting on for their borough of Queens. Fredro cautions outsiders not to get set up by a Southside cutie pie, while Sticky Fingers eerily reminds us that to fly to New York, you gotta come to Queens. Gotta remind these Mark dudes who's the kings and why they started calling it Cop Killer Queens. I feel Panama PI had a captivating verse with his wild, animated, and unorthodox flow, which I felt was a little reminiscent of ODB. I just love the intense energy and hardcore beat. This feels like the old New York before bike lanes and all that gentrified bullshit. The scratching on the hook was also pretty dope, as they used the South Suicide Queens lines from Last Days and also an ODB lyric. What comes next is Snitches Get Stitches. It's a short interlude set to what sounds like a harpsichord. Sticky delivers a brief anti-snitching refrain. Immediately following is the grimy yet hypnotic boom bap record entitled We Got You. This features a standout verse from Planet Asia, who states, "Hey yo, my gun got the hiccups. Don't get your face plastered all against the wall. Literally, that's a stick up." Next is Hold It Down, another New York City anthem, but not nearly as memorable as Southside for me. I don't necessarily dislike this track, but the production is the least impressive on the whole tape. It just comes off as filler, in my opinion. The subsequent track, Boom Bash, is a short but jolting banger. Sticky's verse is so high energy, he's basically screaming. I dug this intensity and the raw instrumental, but it does feel like an unfinished track, in all honesty. The record Hard Shit has another authentically grimy 90s style beat. This features Snack the Ripper and Sick Flow. While I dug the beat, the scratching, and Sticky's verse, I can't say that the guest features did a lot for me. This track was cool because the beat was so dusty and gutter, but it's not gonna make my Onyx playlist, that's for sure. Official Nast is a solid track set to a spooky organ beat. This finds Onyx repping under their moniker as Official Nast. I know back in the days you likely heard them shout out Official Nast. Well, on here they actually spell it on the hook, and Fredro Starr reflects back to the days of Benetton bags and hustling in Baisley Park. The second to last track is Demon Time. It's one more up-tempo banger before the album wraps up. Sticky Fingers wittily states, "Got a 4-4 trying to act my age." They are clearly playing into this Demon Time theme that a lot of drill rappers speak on today, but Fredro raps, "Dudes want to know why you always scream and rhyme. You know why? I'm on Demon Time." This one doesn't sound bad at all, but to hear Vets use the Demon Time phrase is a little cringeworthy in my opinion, but who knows, maybe Onyx feels that they were one of the original groups to be on Demon Time. The album closes out with the dark and chilling banger Coming Outside. This feels like the soundtrack to an apocalyptic scene, one where there is total darkness and anarchy in the streets. Sticky had a dope verse in its entirety, but the opening line stood out the most. "Only job I ever had was an inside one. Got a 4/5, but 2-2 my inside gun. You better forfeit or you two gonna be inside one. Big motherfucking hole, I give the word and it's done." It's pretty clear that Onyx views themselves as rule breakers from the jump, and it's evident on the hook. "And we don't take orders, so fuck the state orders. We coming outside." But it's not the most original theme, as I feel several other rappers have used this "we coming outside" or "I'm outside" theme since COVID started. Either way, it is still one of the best songs sonically on this project. Overall, I give this album a rating of a strong 3.5 mics. I feel this is a solid and dope body of work for the Queens OGs. The production did remain true to the core Onyx sound. I feel like the first 7 tracks were fire, but then there was a bit of a lull in the LP. Thankfully, this ended on a strong note. It is kind of frustrating, in my opinion, that these guys aren't in the forefront anymore. They are still making quality music, but unfortunately, it is going right under the radar. The collaborating with overseas producers is cool and all, and I can respect it, but I'm not gonna lie, I liked it when they were getting that attention from Def Jam. It just seemed way cooler. But at the end of the day, if you are an Onyx fan, then I'm pretty confident that you will enjoy this project, as it is their best release since 2014's Wake the Fuck Up. Sticky Fingers is still cold as a lyricist, and Fredro Starr is still holding it down, and this is probably the best we could expect from these guys in 2021, given the direction they chose to go in with producers and promotion. My favorite tracks include The Whole World, Aw Year, Ha Ha Ha, Southside, We Got You, Official Nast, and Coming Outside. Let me know what you thought about this album in the comment section below. It's your boy, Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Onyx, Onyx for life, one.